Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. So in today's video, guys, continuing on with free to play, I really just think this is the most beneficial kind of content I can put out there, even though it doesn't get me a whole lot of views. It's just one of those things that I feel like a lot of players are stuck for very simple reasons, and no matter who you pull or whatever, it doesn't matter. Considering the game gives you access to characters that are so easy to come by, uh, that up to this stage, like right as you get into the hell stages, there's nothing you can do to brick your account. There just isn't. Whether you spend a lot of money and you put lattices into people here and there or whatever, that's okay. You're going to need lattices into those characters eventually. It might not be something that you uh, put in the right character to progress, but trust me, it won't be a waste, really, ever. Um, the thing that people just need to do, in my opinion, is really prioritize these two rares, which is Red Kachi and Vice. You want to skill Vice up all the way with all of the micro lattices. They're pretty easy to get with arena tokens. So you can get 5 every week. So after 3 weeks, you can fully level up a Vice. If you want to take a less optimal and efficiency route, you can do what I did and prioritize them from the other currency of where you can get them, and that is your summon shop. So whether or not you want to do this, that's up to you. But using your summon currency on perfect lattices is the best possible thing long term. So I would not like I'm not so sure I would spend 500 currency on micro lattices, but I knew that Vice and Red Kachi were that important to progression. So I wanted to prioritize them instead of getting perfect lattices for my Leon or Ling Luo, where I feel like over time I can just get that stuff from the arena shop or the union shop with the lattice shards. So it would just be something that I would build up over time. As well as the hyperlink charter, it just gives you a whole lot of perfect lattices. I think it eventually gives you 12. So you can fully skill up your Leon just by completing the hyperlink charter. And that was good enough for me. And then over time, I would eventually get, I only need 4 lattices for the Ling Luo for her to be really, really strong. And then whatever I get on top is just gravy to put in the Ling Luo. So yeah, these two characters, they share one thing in common, and that is they do turn meter pushback. Early on, this is just a absolutely game changing ability. The red Kachi, he has it on a pretty long cooldown on 5 turns, but it also comes with an AOE stun. This is warranted. If this was a 4 turn cooldown, I think this character could almost be considered, like almost in all honesty, if the stats were there, like just his skill kit, be an SSR in all reality. He's got a 3 turn cooldown, 100% turn meter boost, while also reducing cooldown of an animus skill by 1 turn. Like this is an insane ability on 3 turns. And then he also has a big turn meter push. It goes to 30%. It pushes someone's turn meter back by 30% on his skill 1. Like this character cannot be understated how good he is. And then Vice does something similar with a turn meter pushback, 30%, but he also has a 2 turn attack down. And this is on a 3 turn cooldown. So you are looping around to this a lot, especially if you pair him with a shell like Black Flag, or if you're even further on, Jackal Guard, where it's a big turn meter push and he also gets a speed up, which is a big thing early on. So pairing both Red Kachi and Vice on this Flag, close, Black Flag supporter shell is just a game changer. So those two characters, I'm dead serious, have allowed me to beat Hell Nico Nana. They've allowed me to beat Nightmare Nico Nana. They've allowed me to progress into Hell 1 of Terramaton and also Hell 1 of DokiDoki. And this is with just all characters that have been really easy to acquire or have been given to us. The reason why I say easy to acquire is Valerian is the other core character that I've used. And if you're strictly free to play, then the RNG is just whatever. Maybe you haven't pulled her, but you can literally spend 99 cents and get her. It's one of the offers that they give you in this first time bonus buy. So, yeah, if you buy something in the shop here for 99 cents, which is a good deal already right here, 10 pulls and a energy pack, you get 10 pulls and a Valerian, and you can just be as far as I am. Also, the Casio the Reverie, she is given to you in a box that you get at level 10. You can pick between her and two other characters, but she is by far the best pick. I mentioned that in my first free to play series guide. But yeah, all those characters have gotten me to this point. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen, but the latest patch notes that are coming out, they're doing this crazy event with the 2x. So this game usually does a 2x event every 5 to 6 weeks, although it seems to be a lot more uh, uh, frequent than that. But now they've done this thing where you can do quadruple item drops. This isn't like a times four; it's a times two, but you can use double the stamina. So you're not in game as long, but you will burn through your stamina a lot faster. But this is absolutely huge for the free to play account, like 100%. One of the biggest pain points for this account, even though I have the lattices, is farming up the prowess material. It is a slog. So being able to do times four drops on these is absolutely amazing. Like if you look at my inventory here, I've got 7 of these evolution lattices. So I can build up a couple characters. And then also these micro lattices. I still need to build up Red Kachi. I need to build up Leon. I need to build up Sybil. I need to put some lattices into Ling Luo. Like the list goes on. So this 2x event, which is actually a X4 event, will like just exponentially increase this account's power for sure. It will also level up the account a lot faster too, because every 10 energy that you spend, you're increasing your account. I think after 30 more energy, we get another really nice option here in this module shop. So at level 40, I think you get the upgraded version where you can see what the actual like substats and stuff are. So just a lot of things progressing for this account. We've pulled almost every SR character other than one or two key ones. So the SRs or whatever, because we're not using them. So we pulled Kachi the Guard. This character is going to be absolutely huge for our progression. We're missing Mizuki. Mizuki is going to be really important for our Terramaton Inferno team because she is the like ideal dispeller. We really don't have any other options in that area, which stinks, but it is what it is. Red Chiaki would be nice to have. The problem is we have a Sonya built up already, and I think once we start latticing our Sonya, we won't need the red Chiaki, but I do think she makes things a little bit easier than Sonya. So yeah. The other dispeller that we have the possibility of using is Turandot. She does give some good buffs, attack up and defense up. If I wasn't using or planning on using Kachi the Guard, she might be a decent option. She puts up two really relevant buffs. And then here she has some turn meter pushback as well as dispelling. But on the Inferno stages, turn meter pushback is severely reduced. So, yeah, just kind of like some quick updates here. Uh, so, in regards to the Terramaton team, this is like nowhere near consistent, but uh, it it does win from time to time. What I end up doing is prioritizing the boss because I have now shuffled in Dinah. I was using Gray, and Gray does work. It's just my account is really in a weird position right now where Gray has a mythic shell on him. This allows his attack to be like really, really strong, whereas the attack on Ling Luo is like right around his level or just slightly less. And the issue with that is Red Kachi ends up prioritizing Gray with the skill 2. And I need Kachi to prioritize the Leon because the Leon is way too slow. And you'll see here. So this, we'll watch a couple runs here because it's not 100%. It's probably not even 50%. But this is what you need to do. So I know I can beat it, even if it's at a very low clip. But I need the mythic gear that drops in here to eventually farm it more consistently. So even though this is a slog, we'll eventually get some mythic pieces that we can use on our characters that will allow us to farm this consistently. And then we'll end up getting enough to jump into Hell 2. The Hell 2 stages aren't really any more significant than the Hell 1 drops. It's just your drop rate is a little bit better. So it is what it is. But when you get into Hell 3, you need almost every single person on like mythic shells. You need almost every character on mythic gear, even if it's the like 2-piece matrix sets. So that's just something that you need to do. So this is where the endgame grind really kind of becomes a thing. So see, this is like one of those instances where if Gray was in here, this is where we would have been prioritizing him. Here's that turn meter pushback, which we actually missed on the boss, and it almost cost us. Like Dinah almost died, but that's where if you see how slow my Leon is. This is really hurting our run because as soon as this boss goes, because he's going to get, oh, okay. See, we got lucky there. The Leon ended up going before the boss. If the boss jumps in front because the right head ends up pushing him, it's a wipe. So, a couple things, once we get some better mythic gear that we can put on Leon, we're hopefully going to find some pieces that have speed as a substat because she's just slow as molasses. And whenever we put the mythic shell on her, she will just innately get more speed because they have more stats than the epic shell that she has on. But the epic shell is getting the job done. She does so much damage on that skill too. It's absolutely nuts. That's the one I prioritized first because it was extra attacks, and we have some really good support for her in the Valerian, who gives her buffs, which a lot of people don't even know that Leon does more damage on a static passive with the more buffs she has. It's just so many people reset her that they don't ever get to see the full potential of her. So I'm actually quite interested to see what happens here once we have her like fully like souped up. Like a souped up Leon, I think could be pretty powerful. So because we got lucky with that skill too, and we were able to take out that other head, our team is a lot healthier right now. The artisan on the Sonya as well has been a nice upgrade. It's just some additional, insurance policies. But look how much damage the Leon does on a skill 1. That's where the damage amp from the Dyna is really cool, but still it's pretty impressive. So, it's funny I was saying that this wasn't very consistent and we're 2 for 2. But yeah, so that's the Terramaton team. Now I'm not going to show you the Doki team because it takes too long, which is something that I was trying to tell people. I knew we'd be able to beat it. It's just going to be a slog. And that's because we are running Gray as our main DPS. He's not fully skilled out, so his AoE damage takes too long to cycle through. He's just doing like single target things here and there. But this is the team. So we got double healers. Ling Luo removes debuffs as well as Sonya. Sonya can revive anybody. The Casio is on a 3-turn cooldown on her crowd control. And then the Valerian's there for cheat death on her Hazy Dream. So this is like, it's a well oiled machine. It's just going to take a while. But thankfully, because the 2X is coming around, this account is just going to get a huge boost. I do want to stick around here and see what happens at level 40 because I'm almost positive that Module Forge is going to open up. And I want to show that because I think some people might end up taking the route of using their module essence once they get into Hell 1 to buy these pieces. And I don't want them to do that. Also, if you guys are wondering like how I got into Hell 1, I was re-rolling for specific passives here. All of my modules are leveled up to 15 with outstanding gear, even though this is going to go by the wayside as soon as I get mythic pieces. But you see, most of my damage dealers have plus 15. Some of my supports are still at 12. Some are at 15, 12 and 15, 12, 12, 12, 12. She's all on epic gear still, so she has big upgrades. We have a couple upgrades that we can make here. It's just random pieces plus 15, even though it's epic gear. So yeah, all of those things kind of matter. All right, so we made it to level 40 live, which is pretty cool. So we'll get some free goodies here and there. We finally get our perfect lattice from the arena trials, which I think are very, very easy. We're just cruising through the hyperlink charter, which everyone should follow. All right, so next is upgrade in SSR Animus to level 50. That's going to be our Leon because it's going to help with her attack. This one is a bit of a bummer. Fully equipped 3 SSR Animus because it's not really something we're doing. So we'll have to just put some mythic modules on them. We'll start farming DokiDoki to complete this. And then let's go take a look. So that's 3 for 3. It's pretty cool. And you see, I'm getting all outstanding gear. So that's really not gear that we're going to be leveling up. We just want mythic gear. So as soon as we get some like mythic onslaught pieces, we'll start leveling up the Leon here. And so on and so forth. No, we do not want to buy the level 40 pack. We are doing a thing. Let's see our module shop. Okay, so I don't know when this opens. Maybe it's level 50. But yeah, the other thing I want to mention real quick is you can use Leon and you can use Vice as like your main turn meter pushback people to beat teams that you think that you might not be able to beat. Like even these Lily teams, right? We're using Red Kachi to stun everyone and push them back. So the Lily goes before the Kachi, but I have Kachi running fast. So even though they do all these crazy things, the Red Kachi goes before their damage dealer, stuns everybody, turn meter pushback, and then our DPSs get to go and we just wipe them. Easy peasy. It's really easy to get those rares up to a faster speed because their lattices are just so cheap. So that's what I've done. I've even spent some gems to progress up into this plateau because our season ends in 5 days. And, I really want a lot of currency so I can have the perfect lattice, the evolution lattice, and micro lattice once that reset happens. So the rank rewards, if we can get up into diamond, we'll get a lot of currency here, over 4,000. And we'll also get an evolution lattice if we can get up to diamond. So that's another really good thing. But yeah, guys, just like constant progression. We're starting to farm Hell 1 on Terramaton. This is going to help get things a little bit better for our Sonya. Sonya's going to have better heals. We're going to have better DPS gear for our Leon. You see there, I lost one. That doesn't matter. I just need to keep farming it because this gear is the only way then I'm going to be able to jump up to Hell 2. I really need mythic pieces for my DPSs. I really need better HP pieces for my support heroes. It's just the way of the gotcha game, right? All right. That's all I got for the updates. Catch you on the next one. See ya.